Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Temptation Season 2. If anything ever deserved a second season, it was Temptations, and a season break for sure, because I don't even know how much of this season's going to look like the first season based on that finale. But we're all here except for Pillar was feeling a little under the weather, but they will be joining us next time. But that's it for me. I have no idea what to expect. So I'm gonna just go ahead and hand this over to Psychic. You're running this show tonight, sir.
Yeah. Hi. So, welcome to season 2 of Temptations. Before we get into a recap of what led us to this situation, if you just want to watch what everything went down, like feel free. But essentially, season 2 of Temptations is going to be its own standalone story as well. Yes, it is a continuation of season 1, but I have managed to MacGyver the fuck out of this to where we can start from season 2. You're not going to be too confused. You'll just be like, oh, I don't get that reference, but it'll be its own contained thing. You can start from season 2 if you want to.
In fact,
If there are third seasons, not the same.
you might be less confused if you start from season 2.
Yeah, probably. So before we begin, a small-ish recap on season 1, as our players had started in a little farming town of Zaprin. We had met a druid goblin who said that we needed to try and fix some things. Throughout the journey, we had gone to towns like Birrell, we had gone to towns like Ulfrim, we had gone to Ura. We had been to a couple of places. We had met some sketchy characters like Torval, who is kind of our sort of sub-antagonist of the series. We had met a few gods as well. We had met Charles, the guide, and we had created our own god, the Bread and Butterfly, which I will be glad to announce is still a thing for
You
season
t
2
you
and
told
onward.
me they weren't real. I asked
Yeah.
between seasons. Are you retconning that?
No, I just lied to you.
Oh, I've been mad at you for months. I took
That's
it
fine.
off. I took the bread and butterfly off the overlay. I was so upset with you.
Oh well.
Ah,
Didn't.
good
No,
lord.
so I fully lied. Bread and butterfly is still a thing. There is
Thank
still going to be the bread and butterfly mechanic.
oh,
So followers for the bread and butterfly increase its power over time. Rose, being a druid and being the kind of creator, so to speak, is the only one that is able to summon the bread and butterfly. But aside from meeting Charles, we had met Torval. The main season 1 storyline was finding Homona, figuring out what was going on with Homona. In the world, Homona years ago was the Blood Queen who had lasted for 500 years, war torn, everything kind of went to shit. Rose woke up in the future of that time, only one recognizing her as a good person, being her partner, but had to learn over the course of season 1 that Homona is a massive bitch. And we learned that in
I
the
don't know
last
if Rose learned
episode.
that until the very, very end.
She should
So
have figured
after
it out.
some,
There were hints.
there were hints.
I
Yeah,
was
the
in
hints were every single interaction involving her.
I was in love with
um,
her. I am in love with her. What are you talking about?
eh, you're barking up the
So
wrong tree,
so
Peter.
Rose has a blind spot. Okay? Who here doesn't?
That's a red flag. But yeah, so the entirety of season 1 was trying to find out what was going on with Homona, also trying to figure out Rose's memories and work with that. Val, her story with the circles, with the tiefling circles and the magic circles and the communities with them. We had also met our other two. We had met Coral at the start with his journey of basically being a mercenary, being the guard. You didn't have a whole lot at the start. It wasn't until about the second half where Coral started to really get into a lot of stuff with the divine intervention, with God speaking directly to him, and his connection with them kind of being the halfway point between reality and fantasy. And then we had Arendelle, who is not going to be Arendelle in this season. But Arendelle was our brand new person. Like, this is essentially your brand new person has just woken up in the world. She was only very young, but had still been able to create herself into their own image. And you were also kind of the one that kicked off everything because you were the easiest target for tears in the season. And what the tears were reality shifting because, spoiler alert, season 1, the world of Alauri was a digitization and a rerunning, recurring, basically Groundhog Day situation, trying to find Hamona in this world, which is where we are starting season 2 in the modern day.
Is your
So,
season 2, Ravnok, since Arundel's gone, is your season 2 character Northuldra? Is that their name?
No, it's Persephone.
Oh. I just thought you were going with like the whole Frozen setting. Never mind, go on.
oh,
That
I
was
didn't
that
do that
was
on
just for
purpose.
me. That was
that
just
was
for me.
bad. That was
I
terrible.
don't like it.
Uh,
But yeah.
I'm gonna be
So,
pissy about it.
towards the end of the last episode, we encountered Hamona's tower. As we ascended the tower, we were subjected to different instances of the past people. We only recognized Caglio, who is the god of knowledge, and they were the only kind of saving grace, the only kind of standstill thing of each of these moments that we experienced. When we got to the top of the tower, that was where we finally met Hamona for the first time, and long story short, she tried to kill y'all. She was like, "Y'all gotta go." But
I'm sure it was a
in a
misunderstanding.
in an end credit scene, okay, red flag. In an end credit scene, we found out that Tough and Oldivar, who were two of the previous gods, Oldivar being Charles in your world, had essentially, using the technology created by the previous inhabitants of Alauri, had created this new sequence for you guys and had pulled you out, your consciousness out of this digital world and put you into fresh bodies in the real world. This allowed our characters, if they wanted to completely change who they were, who their race was, what their class was. They got the choice to change whatever they wanted to do. So, before we begin, we're going to start with something else. Because you four are absolutely out cold. Still hooked up to machines. You're still hooked up to everything. However, you can all hear some faint pounding. You can all hear faint footsteps, but we are unable to react. We are unable to move. We are basically awake in a coma, unconscious at this time. In the world for season 2, we have been asleep for about 3 weeks now. It's been about 3 weeks since the events of the final episode of season 1. In those 3 weeks, you guys have been able to hear a lot of worried sounds, a lot of screaming, a lot of arguing. There's been a lot of soft sounds, a lot of comfort, a lot of kind of reassurance. We don't know any of the voices here. Neither of you, any of you, none of you have been able to hear the sounds of your friends. You haven't been able to hear the sounds of any of your family. All you guys know is that one by one, Rose watched as you guys were taken out. And as far as Rose is concerned, as far as you're concerned, you guys are dead. There's no other way to really explain it. We still have a consciousness, we can still hear things. So, it's been 3 weeks. There is finally some movement. There is finally someone who is able to wake up. And I want to use the dice box, which was mainly just my excuse to use like one of the hundreds of fucking dice I have. Let's see who's going to wake up first. Persephone. Persephone, you are the first one after 3 weeks. Obviously, you don't know this, but for the viewers, after a couple of weeks, you're the first one to kind of open your eyes. As you open your eyes, you see that you're in a rather dark, grungy, kind of dirty black room. In this room, you can see you're in a bed of some sort. You've got some covers over you. There's a couple of wires coming from underneath, and you can feel your body just kind of ache a little bit from misuse. From no use, essentially. Obviously, because we are a sort of replica, a copy of a person, apathy we don't have to worry about apathy setting in, or anything, whatever that is. I've forgotten the name of it. But we don't have to worry about any of
Atrophy.
that. Thank you.
You're
I knew I was
close.
close though. You can feel things kind of on the inside of your arms. You can feel kind of like things going through, like blood pumping. You can feel like other liquids. Your arms are cool, but the rest of your body is quite hot. And as you kind of wake up, you see that there are some weird contraptions running around. They look a little bit similar to when you were working at the library with the different like AI, with the different projections, with the different genies that were there. But it looks like they're encased in this like silver box. There's like one screen side that you can see. That's all you can see, where you're noticing all these different lines. And for the first one of season 2, I need you to make me a medicine check, please. Yeah, because who starts a season with fucking medicine?
First roll. Fail it. And die again.
Fail it.
Oh, nat 20!
Oh, nat 20 on the first roll.
This bodes well for how this season's going to go.
Starting strong.
So, with the natural 20, essentially you're able to quickly deduce that, one, you are not in any immediate danger. You don't feel like you're in danger. You don't feel like you're a part of anything. You kind of just feel safe. You wouldn't be hooked up to things if you weren't. The second feeling that you're getting is you're alive, which is something that you weren't expecting. When you kind of felt your body disappear, you felt your body kind of crumble into ash. That was it, as far as you were concerned. You're like, I'm dead, I'm out. But as you kind of wake up now, noticing yourself around the room, you're alive. And Persephone, feel free to let us know, 1, how are you feeling? 2, what are you doing? And 3, what you look like, because you're so different.
Well, we'll start with what I look like. Persephone is she's a halfling, and she's actually kind of small for a halfling, so very small. She's kind of average otherwise. She's got brown hair that she always likes to keep in 2 braids in the back. She usually likes to wear sort of like this almost like Inspector Gadget get up. But at the moment, I guess she is maybe like in a hospital gown, something like that.
No. Pick your clothes.
Oh, no, she's like in her normal clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she know who she is, or does she think she is still?
So you, and this will be prevalent for everybody, you remember everything that happened in Alauri. You remember all of your memories, you know all of your instances, everything that your character knew beforehand, you know now. You have just woken up in a different body, which might be a bit weird, but essentially you know who you are, you know who you used to be, and you know that you're alive.
All right, well, the first thing that happens is she kind of like, okay, and she kind of turns around off to the side of the bed, and she kind of just like takes a step like she's gonna be really tall, like Arendelle, and then just falls straight into the floor like in a big crumple. And so like I guess all of the stuff that was attached to her, she's all tangled up in now.
Yep.
And all she says there is like oh fuck.
Alright.
She's
Arendelle
like
was a
wallowing on the floor trying to get out of it.
Right?
What was it?
Arendelle was a shapeshifter, right?
Yes, she was.
In my head, this was your true form the whole time.
As you kind of try to take that step and you fall and crumple, some of the kind of parts that were attached to your body do kind of fall out or are pulled out. There isn't any worry for pain or danger or anything like that, because right now that is definitely not something that we would notice. We are in a whole new world. We're alive. Feeling like a needle coming out is just like a little prick. Like, we're not rolling a damage for that. It's just like a tick. Okay, cool. I'm not paying attention to it. Um, yeah. You can hear the sound of what you think is electricity. We still had lightning, we still had thunder, obviously. So it still sounds the same as that lightning before. But it's just like a slight kind of humming. Every now and again, there's like a little spark. But essentially, as you're kind of looking around the room, there is the monitor and screen that you saw when you woke up. Your blanket is kind of like is wrapped around you a little bit as you're kind of laying on the ground now. But aside from the fact that it is a kind of dark, gritty room that we're in, it is very clean.
Um. Okay, so Persephone, after she like wallers around the floor and gets everything off of her, she kind of gets up, straightens up her stuff, straightens her coat. I kind of want to look. Do I have any like personal effects nearby? Or are they all on me?
No, as far as you can look around, there isn't a table that has like a backpack in it. There isn't a like a seat that has like some personal items or anything like that. It is just whatever is on your body at this time.
Okay. You said when I looked at the screen, you said I knew I was fine. Was there
Yes.
anything at all that may look concerning or stand out at all?
Not to you. When you kind of saw there was just something that clicked in your mind, you were able to understand what was on the screen. It's been especially with a natural 20, it's hard to say you wouldn't know. Like, of course you're gonna know. But essentially, what happens is as you look at the screen, you kind of take notice of things. You're just able to understand that you're fine. You're just able to understand that you're safe. No idea where these feelings come from, but you know for a fact you're good. So there's no
Okay then.
explanation for it.
Um, she wants to go find some snack. That's like first thing on her mind. Snacks. Need some snacks.
Alrighty. Feel free at any time to freely explore this map. As you are
Um,
going to run around and find some snacks, we are going to move over to our lovely friend, Coral. Coral, you heard a crash sound kind of close by. You heard the sound of an oh fuck, and that sounded like Arendelle. That sounded like your friend that you've adventured with, you've journeyed with, and it kind of jolted you awake. You're in a very different situation where Arendelle, where Persephone, I'm going to do that at least once or twice, where Persephone was kind of covered in wires or had things attached or something like that and had fallen out. You don't have anything around you. As you're looking around, there's nothing on you, there's no blankets, there's no like area in here that has any other clothing other than just what is on your body. Coral knows and feels that he's fine, he's safe. He was never really led astray by the gods. They were very honest with him when they said what was happening. Well, as far as he knows. Haha. But as you're kind of looking around the room, you aren't covered in anything, you have no blankets, you don't have any kind of effects. There's no monitor, there's no screen, you are just in an empty black room.
Okay. Is there light or anything? It's just completely
There is
pitch.
a little bit of light. It is not a lot to be able to see much, but there's kind of like when it's nighttime and there's like the little strip of light under the door,
Okay.
kind of situation. There's enough to be able to see the floor, but you would need to either turn on a light or find a light or cast the light spell cantrip to be able to see.
Okay, so I'm presuming I'm feeling a little bit disoriented because, like, this is.
Yeah.
I mean, you said I feel safe, but this is not what I'm used to in
Well,
terms of.
Persephone feels safe. Do you feel safe?
Well, oh well, do I? I guess.
I don't know. How do you
Okay.
feel? You've just woken up in a brand new body and you can't see much except for a little strip of
Okay.
light. You've
So
heard a crash. You've heard Arendel's voice.
yeah. So I guess the first, as I'm coming to, I'm like, and if I don't feel like myself, which I really wouldn't, so like the first thing I'd do is like, oh, my ears aren't pointy anymore. Oh, that's a little weird. Little, I'm a little bit larger now. This is okay. Still got the long black hair. Still got the blue eyes and blank stare. But everything else, it's like, huh, huh. All right. Well, so there's nothing else in this room besides the door,
Not that you
basically.
can see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then yeah, I guess I'm gonna slowly get up. Like make sure that my feet are stable underneath me, and uh, once I'm comfortable that there's nothing like threatening or anything in the room itself, yeah, I'm gonna go to the door and crack it open a bit.
As you walk towards the door, and Persephone, this happened for you as well. You two are going to start to kind of come out of the rooms at the same time. As the two of you walk towards your door, it is going to be the modern shift as it opens on its own. We have that technology. And that is a good point, actually, to bring into it. We are playing as if we woke up in 2025. I said this to Zebb before the stream, and this works for everybody, including Killer, I know you'll be watching. If you can explain something to me, or if you can explain a science behind something that you want to do, we can do it. I don't care what it is. We can also do a little bit of shenanigans. If you're like, hey, I can use this spell to power this device, let's do it. If you can think it, we can create it. But as you guys walk, you step in front of the door or you walk towards the door, you both reach out to try and find a handle, but as you do, the door opens. As the light comes in, it does blind you both temporarily. But with the light now shining on us, Coral, feel free to explain what's different, aside from the ears.
All right, yeah. So Coral's a human. He's a human male, white, black hair, large, kind of, well built. He's kind of got the he walks like someone. If you've known anyone in the military, they have a way they walk. That kind of stiff, purposeful stride. He's got that for him. So, he's got that. He's wearing a plain sleeveless tank, and yeah, he's yeah, just it looks. I think you'll see the image on the stream there.
That's cheating. As the two of you step out, Persephone, you are on the hunt for food. You're on the hunt for a snack. And as Coral steps out, there's just
is there like a little window on the doors? I'm running through. I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of wanted to be like snooping.
Yeah. Not in here, unfortunately. There's a reason why. There's a reason why there's no windows on the doors. Trying to keep you guys safe for 3 weeks.
When we meet each other on the hall, can we tell that we are familiar with each other?
You have a feeling that you know this person, but as you both look completely different, you have no idea how. However, Coral, if you want to, feel free to make me one of our brand new rolls. Make me a mentality roll.
Okay.
So I haven't told Ravnok and Alkins this. At 1 a.m. this morning, I remembered a bunch of shit that I needed to do for this goddamn campaign and didn't sleep till 4. Everybody would notice on their skills at the bottom under survival, there will be 8 brand new
There are.
skills
I didn't
for
notice
this
that.
campaign. These skills are not unique. Everybody, like other people have used them in other campaigns. This is just how I wanted to flavor them for this one. So I have added 8 brand new skills. Everybody will automatically get to choose 2 of those skills for free to be proficient in that you feel is fair for your character. Running over them for the people that are watching. In the strength category, we have 2 new skills. We have brawn and we have mentality. Brawn is basically your strength based skill. We've got athletics, we've got acrobatics. This is straight up strength. If you are pushing something, if you are forcing something, if you are lifting, like anything that involves you running straight strength, we will use a brawn roll. Mentality is your mental strength and how you handle things. Rose, you are going to be very fucking proficient in this by the end of season 2, I assure you.
Okay.
Because we have made too many jokes of roll for mental breakdown, and I'm like, fuck it, let's make it a roll. So mentality is your mental strength, how you're doing, how you're understanding things. It can involve stress. It can involve high pressure situations. Sometimes while you're doing something, you may have to roll a mentality roll to basically hold it all together. If you're starting to go a little bit crazy, if you're starting to lose your mind, you might start having to roll mentality to keep yourself sane. My kind of idea and what I based mentality off of is I'm trying to remember what the name of it. I think it was called Perfect Darkness. No, it was a GameCube game, and you had like a mental bar.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The less mentality, the less that mental bar was,
Yeah.
the more crazy shit would happen. And that's
That
kind
was
of
great.
a similar feeling. What? Are you good, buddy?
What's it called?
Yes, Eternal Darkness. Thank you.
Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
Fucking
Yeah.
brilliant game. But that's kind of what I had based that one off. In dexterity, we have piloting. This is for anything to do with vehicles. If you are driving a car, riding a bike, a bus, planes, anything to do with that, it is piloting. Constitution, I am upset that there wasn't constitution skills. So I made 2.
Yeah,
I
it's
made
annoying.
endurance, which means if you are constantly doing something for a long period of time, how long can you hold your endurance for? And I also made tolerance, which is half a food and poison based one, where if we need to eat something different, if we need to tolerate some bullshit, if we need to, make sure that we can, if you even utter the word that I'm tolerating this or I need to put up with this, we're rolling tolerance. But honestly, it's mainly food based. Intelligence, obviously, we have technology. We're in 2025. We have technology. Wisdom, diplomacy. Diplomacy is specifically for authority. So anything to do with police, anything to do with government officials, anything to do with anyone that has any form of authority or hierarchy, we will roll diplomacy instead of persuasion. And then the last one is bartering. I just really don't know why bartering is not a skill in this game. And I took this straight from Dragonbane. I'm not going to lie.
I was going to say that sounds
Straight
familiar.
from bartering. Yeah. So those are our 8 new skills. Everybody will get to choose 2 that they are freely proficient in. So, as the 2 of you step out. Coral, you rolled a mentality. You rolled a 13 for mentality. You are looking around the room and you see this woman step out, this rather short woman step out. And as you're kind of watching her, you see that she's there. With a 13, you can pinpoint that she definitely was the one that said fuck. She's close enough. You heard the crash, you heard the exclamation. And as you look around, there's nobody else here. It is quite quiet, except for this kind of light humming sound. Every now and again, as I said, there's like a little spark, there's like a little thrum of something. But with the 13, you pinpoint that this is the person that sounds like Arendelle, but that's not Arendelle.
But there's that flicker of
there's a slight recognition.
Okay.
You know who they were, but you don't know who this person is.
I feel like the first thing she says is, "Oh fuck, you were tall. Oh damn."
Oh, I think I know you.
That's Arendelle's voice.
Yeah, Arendelle.
Persephone, that's Coral's voice.
He's like, Persephone, you know me. You know me. Give it a minute. Give it a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I do know you, but I don't know what's going on.
I'm not 100% sure. I kind of remember what's going on, but I'm just really hungry. Let's go find snacks.
Okay. Yeah, Coral has no better plan, so I'm gonna follow and go look for snacks. I guess.
So, do you
Alright.
remember dying? That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Is this the afterlife? I think I've been there once.
No,
So
I
this
feel
does.
like this is a stoner apartment. I can't remember. We're here. We're safe. That's all I got.
You are remarkably blasé about this situation.
I'm just really hungry.
All right. Well, let's get you some food, and we can figure. I think Rose or
I think
Val?
Persephone's stoned.
Let's
They gave her the good morphine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
well, she's like, well, I ran into you by just like walking, looking for snacks. So let's just keep going this way.
Good plan as any. Okay.
Alright. You two are more than welcome to start exploring, going into different rooms. Feel free if you want to have questions, we can answer them in a little bit. But first of all, Elika, we have mentality rolls. I roll also for a friend. Ella, you are my mentality roll. This is my best friend, but you are my mentality roll. And as we do, Rose, you very slowly open your eyes. You take in the room that you're in. There is a light.
Can I?
Yeah.
I actually had something else in mind, if you don't mind. Does magic work?
Go.
Does magic work here?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think that she would come too slowly. I think that she's still in that moment. I mean, she was there when the rest died as it. So I think as she comes to consciousness, she just bolts up in bed and grabs the side, and then just vines pour out of her and just start spreading over the room as she just screams Hermona's name, and then realizes she's not where she thought she was.
You two are definitely going to hear a scream if it's going to be a loud one. You two are absolutely hearing that. However, you don't hear the crashing. You don't hear the vines thrashing around, but you hear a scream of Hermona.
Look at Persephone. Come on. And I just take off running in that direction.
Rose, you're in a brand new place. Rav, yeah.
Sorry, I muted myself for a second. My phone was making noises. I was trying to figure out what. I got a new phone and I don't know how to make it stop making noises sometimes, so I'm muted it to figure it out.
That's okay, Mima.
I know, that's so embarrassing. Anyway, Persephone's following pretty quick behind, but she's also like taking a peek in every room. I'm coming. She's looking for a still.
So we'll
she's
get
making her
Rose.
way down.
Rose, you have woken up, jolted awake, screamed. There are vines all over this room. The light that was on the roof is now kind of flickering, similar to a haunted house, but it's now flickering, and it's very much confronting now that the last thing that you remember is watching everybody die, and also yourself at that stage as well, and now you're... How are you feeling?
When I see the flicker of light from electricity that I've never seen, I immediately thorn whip around and just yank it off the ceiling.
You can't. It's embedded in the ceiling.
Oh, it's one of those. Stupid. I hate those. Those recessed lighting. Oh, it's such a pain in the ass. Have you ever had that?
You ever tried to change one of those?
Yeah, it sucks.
You do still try to reach out. You wouldn't know any different. You do still try to reach out. The thorn kind of hits the roof, and you hear the thud as it just kind of like kind of just goes up and just along the roof there. You can now hear kind of padded footsteps running towards our room, so to speak. And I feel like I need to ask, Coral, are you making yourself known or are you just running? Because Rose might attack you.
I'm just running, so you'll hear the heavy footsteps. But yeah, I'm not shouting or saying anything. I'm just running right now.
I love this.
Alright. As soon as you kind of run into range, we're still not used to how these automatic doors work. But as Coral runs into range, the light from outside, the light is showing inside as well. The door opens, and Rose, you just see this gentleman just standing there, kind of, or just trying to figure out what's going on as much as you are.
Coral, when the door opens, there's a large figure that lunges at you. As I'm going to use one of my wild shapes into a wolf and just pounce through the door at whatever's coming in. And I want to kind of knock you down and just like growl like threateningly at you, not realizing who you are yet.
I was like, "Hey, Rose."
Okay. Yeah, I will keep the teeth as far away from my face as possible and just like grab by the snout and just try to wrestle with the wolf.
Alrighty. Normally with a grapple, this is not technically going to be that same thing. Both of you are going to run a brawn check against each other.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, and I'm just going to roll straight brawn right now, but how does that work when I'm wild shaped? Do I use the strength of the creature or me?
I feel like it's still the similar, like, in beforehand. There's nothing too different.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, how things work beforehand.
Oh,
And
If
I
before,
had you.
if in the fantasy world you would use the wolf stats, you would use the wolf stats here.
Okay, gotcha.
Everything's still the same. Coral, you win the brawn off, which is fair because Coral now is jacked. Doesn't know his own strength. No. Coral, you're able to, as you said, kind of keep your snout just a bit away. It doesn't take you any like less time as what it took you to clock Arendelle. You recognize the kind of ferocity, you recognize the sound, but you, without making a history check, you've woken up. You're Coral. Arendelle's woken up, and you've met Persephone. These are your two friends that are still alive, still awake. You are able to logically deduce that if a wolf has just run out of one of these rooms that held a hospital bed, you can probably tell that this is Rose.
okay. Rose, is that you? Rose, it's Coral.
She'll kind of like get down and sniff like at his face while he's like trying to hold her. Like she's just kind of sniffing through. And then you can feel just the fight kind of goes out of the wolf. And it whimpers a little bit. And I'll drop the wild shape and kind of come back into Rose, who looks exactly the same. Rose has not changed at all. So her clothes are a little bit more modern, but she is the exact same as what you've seen before. Oh, how are you here? No, you died.
I think we all did.
She kind of like reaches out, and do you still have like one fake hand or one like metal hand?
Yep. So, yeah. So Coral does still have one real hand, one fake hand. Fake hand. It looks kind of like a gauntlet, but like in a more modern sense. Like it looks like a modern prosthetic that's basically been blinged out, I guess, to make it look more human, more real than a glove gauntlet or a magical item or anything like that. It looks like it was manufactured by someone who knew what they were doing.
Okay. She kind of sits back, and her hand just kind of shakingly touches your metal hand. Is this? Are you really here?
As just as much as you are. I don't know where here is, or
In the middle of what you're saying, she just lunges at you again, but this time she just kind of throws her arms around you and just pulls you in super tight.
oh,
I saw you die. I thought you were gone. I thought you were gone. Where's Val?
Where-
She kind of pushes you back. Have you seen Val?
no, I haven't. Just on Persephone.
About that time, I pushed my way through, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here too. Remember me? Do you have snacks?
Do I recognize Persephone?
Oh. You have no idea who this person is. You recognize Arendel's voice. That sounds like your friend that you've been adventuring with. But this is a totally different person in front
Well,
of you.
but if I recognize the voice and I knew that Arendelle was a shifter, I guess I would assume that this was just what Arendelle looked like now.
Yeah.
Arendelle? I thought you... Oh my god, how is this possible?
I go by Persephone now.
Okay,
In this
Persephone.
body.
Oh, you changed names with the... I'm sorry, I didn't realize that before. I just called you Arendelle all the time. Persephone. Noted.
I'm just fucking with you. You're gonna come around to it in a minute. I'm serious. Do you have snacks?
No. Where is Val?
I'm
Well,
here yet.
standing there, you can hear this kind of regular beeping sound. You can hear that there is this kind of still that hum of electricity. There's still this thrum, the sparks running around this place. Persephone, as you kind of take a few steps back, you trigger the door to open, and you kind of look in, and you can see that Val is lying down in a bed. She hasn't woken up yet, but as you clocked a nat 20 earlier on your own monitor and screen, you are able to kind of have a quick glance at what's going around. She's in a very similar situation to what you were. She's kind of hooked up to a couple of things. She's got a blanket up on her. You can see that the screen is showing the same, let's be real, vitals of what you had, and they're very similar with very little deviation of what yours were. So you know she's safe, you know she's fine, you know she's awake, she's alive. However, she just hasn't woken up yet.
Could I do one of these fancy technology rolls here to maybe try to understand why Coral wasn't hooked up to these machines and myself and Valerie were? Or did you just kind of skip over that?
No. You can do it for Val because I had said that Coral didn't have any. He wasn't hooked up to anything. We don't know if Rose was hooked up to something because as soon as she woke up, she fucking exploded the place.
Right. Well, I guess. Well, actually, I want to ask this: would I already know why Coral wouldn't be hooked up while we are?
No, because you hadn't seen him in the room and that, you can run off of the assumption that he was also hooked up because you were hooked up, Val's hooked up. You can run off the assumption.
I guess we haven't really discussed that. Okay, cool. I'll back off of what I was going for then.
No, what were you going for?
No, I was gonna go for I just want to try to understand why he wasn't hooked up, but I guess I don't. My character doesn't really understand that he wasn't hooked up to the machines yet. So
yeah, you don't know that.
As far as you're concerned, because you two had left the rooms at the same time, you're under the assumption that he would have also have been hooked up.
Okay.
Rose, who knows? Everything kind of went to shit.
And am I seeing anything? Am I seeing anything of concern on Val's readout?
No, so it's very much a she's very stable. She is her heart rate is fine, her vitals are fine. She's not really got anything different about her that wasn't different in your room, that wouldn't have been different in any of the other rooms. You just know that because this is a very similar situation to what you had woken up in, you are able to recognize that she is fine. but she just hasn't quite woken up yet.
Are there any snacks?
No.
Okay. She Persephone is just like, at this point Persephone is just like, she's fine, she'll wake up soon. Let's go find snacks. And
She's in there.
Persephone kind of runs off. A few guys want to stay here and like check on Val, but Persephone's gone.
Yeah, Rose would definitely
I
run
love
in.
her.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep Persephone out of trouble.
Alright. I feel like it'll be a little bit quicker to start with Rose, as obviously you won't have anyone to be able to back and forth with you.
Sure.
So Rose, how are you feeling at the moment? Because you and Val, especially in season 1, you two became really close. Like you basically became sisters.
Yeah.
She's the same as you. She's not woken up, sorry. She has come into this world looking very similar to what Val looked like in season 1. I am confident enough that I can say that. I don't think Killer has changed Val too much. But she has woken up with.
Do you think she commented that she made Val like smoking hot? I do remember her saying something like that. But
doesn't surprise me. Wouldn't put it past her.
Enough that I recognize her. Right?
Yeah.
Like I think Rose just goes over and she just stands over Val, like looking down at her at this point best friend, like you said, this adopted sister, and she's just gonna start crying. She's gonna like hold her hand and just like look down at her, look at the monitors, not understand what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
would you like to try?
Sure, actually, would that be a technology?
Would you like to roll technology or medicine?
Oh, let me check that. Let's do medicine. 23.
23. You're another one who kind of just, there's something in the back of your mind that when you look at this screen, you just get this feeling that she's fine. You also heard Persephone say, she's fine, I'm going to go find snacks. So you trust, even though Persephone isn't Arendelle, you still trust that she's still your friend. You trust her enough to know and have her best interest at heart. With a 23, you can tell that she is fine. She is going to be okay. She just hasn't woken up yet. It's like she's still asleep, essentially.
I think she relaxes a little bit, but she's just going to stand there holding Val's hand for a minute. But while she's doing that, the sadness kind of goes away as she realizes that Val's going to be fine, and it gets replaced with this anger, this rage. As I start squeezing her hand, probably too tight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I let this happen to you. I should have seen the signs. I should have known. People tried to warn me and I didn't listen, and now you're here because of me, and I'm gonna make them pay for this. I swear to you, Val, I will make them pay for this. And then I'll just stay with her for a bit.
Okay. Persephone, you are going to make me a couple of investigation checks, please. To try and find some snacks.
Is this room looks kitcheny. Is this a kitchen?
I don't know. Roll to find out.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay.
You don't know what half of these appliances are. You don't know what kind of food-based culinary and witchcraft is going on here. And with a 6, you still don't know what kind of culinary and witchcraft is going on here. I'm trying to think. You recognize the what? No. It's not far-fetched. You recognize the kind of look of a potato chip on one of the packets that is staying there. It's like surrounded by this plastic, or this foil, and you recognize like a chip on one of the packets that are in there, kind of like a Dorito or something. You recognize it. Yeah, that's a food. That's definitely a food that I know, but
I just start ravenously opening everything and throwing shit around. Like, I'm just opening all of everything. Like, I've gone insane.
All right.
So
Yeah, and I'm gonna stay by the door and like make sure no one else is coming. While while Persephone's going nuts in the kitchen.
yeah, so yes, it is a kitchen. Yes, it has a whole bunch of food and stuff in it. You don't recognize any of it as food though. You just know that that's like a potato chip. We had like I've eaten one of these before. Like they're at like they used to sell them at the bakery and they were like really thin pieces of something. Coral, so far from as far as you know, there is nobody else in this place except for the four of you. But Persephone, I can't in good conscience with a 6 give you much.
Well, how about this? You said I at least recognize that it's food.
Yes.
I just grab what the fuck ever, and I grab a big old handful because I'm gonna bring some back for you guys. Because if I'm starving like this, I know y'all's hungry. It's been 3 weeks. I don't necessarily know how long it's been, but it's been a long time. I know we're all hungry. You're all obviously a little more emotional than I am right now, so I'm gonna get some food for us. And so I just grab everything, no matter what it is. And as I'm coming back, I'm just like, just grabbing whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm just eating.
All right. While you're coming back with all the food, Coral, I'm assuming you're still playing Bodyguard for now. Old habits die hard.
Yep.
Are you deciding to run off and have a look at some other stuff?
No, I'm mostly making sure Persephone's not gonna get into too much trouble here, and I still don't think that we're the only ones in this entire building. So I'm just kind of waiting for you to drop here. So yeah, not much has changed as far as Coral's outlook.
All right, Persephone, while you're running back and shoveling food down, you're gonna make me a tolerance roll. I love that this is just perfectly letting me use all of this new stuff.
Just cramming a bunch of man with no stick.
7.
I ate like ice cream and potato chips, and then I'm chugging a soda, like a whole 2 liter, like. So
I need
yeah.
you to make me
great.
I need you to make me a strength check flat. So just a flat strength check.
She is not strong.
Oh, with a 7 and a 4 for tolerance and strength, you have eaten too quick, too fast, too much. You have tripped a little as you've coughed. You've tripped a little and dropped a lot of the food on the ground, and you have thrown up on a good 80% of the food that you just had.
Oh fuck, and I start like trying to swat with like barely what doesn't have puke on it, like to swat the good food away. Like, no, help, get this.
Yeah, if anything got like far enough away, I'll collect that for her. And
there's a couple of apples, maybe.
Yeah, and then
well, I feel like while I was swatting, there was just like more puke flying off my hand onto stuff. I love Wolf's face while I'm just grabbing this.
Oh my god! All right.
I'm sorry.
3 of you experiencing this hilarious series of unfortunate events. I would like everybody to either take your passive perception or to make me a perception roll, whichever one you would like to do. And we shall see what happens. 22, nice. I forget that your perception is fuck off.
Yep, I got some good perception.
Coral with a 7. And Persephone with a 12. So it is a little bit fitting that Rose has reached a 22. Persephone with a 12, you can hear this kind of jingle. You can hear this kind of sequence of music or something in one of the rooms behind you. Rose with a 22, you can hear this melody. you can hear this kind of song that's playing. It sounds very like staccato kind of sound, this very stagnant kind of sound. But you can hear that it's definitely a melody. You can hear that it's definitely a song. And for some reason, it kicks off an instinct in your mind of, I need to grab this. For everybody watching, this is the phone ringtone.
Is it in the
And
room where I am, or?
So it's in the room behind where Persephone, where the kitchen was. So you can hear that there's the silver door there, but you can hear the sound kind of coming through there. There's just this instinct that kicks in, and this will be that a lot of instincts are going to kick in, but these will be explained. I promise.
I'm going to use one of my wild shapes to produce my familiar, because I'm going to leave it with Val. And where I used to have the black raven that kind of signified my connection to Hermona, I have changed that, and now I have a little brown squirrel named Sprout. So I will use my one of my wild shapes to produce that and be like, I need you to watch her for me, okay? I have something I have to do. Okay? Nod if you understand. Yes? Perfect. And I'll give it a little kiss and then put it down on Val. And then I'll go out in the room, back out in the hallway with the others. Did you all hear
You
that?
walk out to the scene of Persephone just kind of like dropping and throwing up on food.
Are you okay?
She's also like, oh, somebody put it on silent. Just put it on silent.
You have
She also
no
doesn't
idea.
really know why she's saying that.
You have no idea what she's talking about, but you just understand for some reason what is going on.
I was this close to taking lesser restoration and thought, nah, I'm not gonna need that. Are you? What are you eating?
I don't know. I'm not gonna eat any more. Some of it didn't get vomit on it. If you want some,
I don't know. No, I don't. Anyway, what
I'm
is
gonna
that
go try to find the bathroom now.
incessant noise? Where's that coming from?
I don't know. You need to put it on silent though.
As Persephone walks off, I'm gonna look at Coral. Are they okay?
Are any of us?
Oh, that's fair.
Right when you said, "Are they okay?" Persephone falls and vomits again, and then just lays there.
Now drunk. She's stoned and drunk.
Rose is gonna go over and try to help. She can't let Persephone just like I think I'm the group's healer. I have to go do something, right?
Alright. That's going to be a medicine check from you and Coral if you want to try as well.
Okay.
I'll aid you. I'm not going to be able to do very good.
Are you helping me in any way?
Yeah, I will help you.
How are you helping?
Basically, I'll like hold her up and keep her out of the vomit piles and basically help stabilize her so she can like.
Oh my god!
If she's on the ground, like get her up on her knees. If she,
make sure she stays on her side too, like
this,
in case she does it again. We don't want her to get strangled. Yeah. So I will take the
hold her upright
with the help action.
Take the help action. Oh, 20.
Dirty 20. You recognize the signs of just eating too much too quick. There was a lot of food. There was a lot of crumbs. Throwing up right after eating, you know that either something reacted and it was just a little bit weird, or could just be a stomach bug. You're not entirely too worried, but you feel like it's just like watching a kid eat too much candy.
Okay. Second question to kind of dovetail off of that. Am I that hungry? Or is there am I concerned with the ravenous state of Persephone here?
Do you want to be hungry?
Not that hungry.
I just did that.
No.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I didn't know what to do when I woke up, so I was just like, well, let's go find snacks. That's what I would do in real life. So
Okay. Are you feeling okay now? I mean, I'm
yeah,
worried. I'm
yeah.
worried that
So
things didn't go so well for whatever. You seem to feel worse than the rest of us is all.
yeah, I think I raided dessert cabinet. There's real food somewhere, and I didn't get any of it.
Okay.
Coral is holding onto 3 apples as well.
You
What was it?
Coral's holding onto 3 apples that made it out alive.
Oh, so there are healthy foods here. I just ate like half a tub of ice cream, some potato chips, and
Yeah.
and chugged
I
a
mean, you
2 liter of
raided
Coca-Cola.
you raided a fridge, you raided a freezer, you raided the cupboard. You just rolled really low for tolerance and everything. So I'm like, yeah, you absolutely downed like the soda and shit. If it
I
was
had
like a
garbage.
1918, you hit up the apples and shit. But yeah, no, I had to punish that. That was funny.
okay? Well, why don't you go lay down? I'm gonna go find out what that fucking noise is. Okay?
That gives me anxiety. So you know how I made the spider sounds, and you like threw your headphones off. That is equivalent for me. The telephone ringing. All right, go ahead.
Well, then we should go answer it. It's not gonna stop until we answer it. I don't know.
Answer the goddamn phone.
Okay, fine. I'll get up, and I'll try to go find it.
Yeah, so you know where it's coming from. You rolled high enough to like be able to pinpoint where it was. In the room just above where the kitchen was, in this kind of like full setup, all of the screens on the left here, the second one. There we go. As you kind of walk up to it, you watch as the door opens. It's still a brand new experience, and there's this door that just opens as you walk in. But as you walk in, you find that there is a bunch of those same screens that were in Val's room. You notice that there are kind of what looks like the rooms are kind of on each of these screens. We would recognize it as security footage, but as you're kind of watching, you can see that there are a couple of people in some of the other rooms, but their screens are off, they're not moving. We don't know how we would feel about them. However, you know that as you're kind of watching, you can see that there's 3 empty rooms, which would obviously be your empty rooms for you, Persephone, and Coral. And you can see that Val's monitor is still on and everything in there. You can still hear the ringing next to you. And as you kind of look down, you notice that there is this kind of backpack. Thank you, I was hoping you'd do that. Yeah, don't feel so fucking good, does it, Ravdog?
See, the problem is that sounds like my phone at work too.
It's called office phone.
I know.
Alright. So, looking down towards the left, there's like this kind of chair that's standing on its own in the corner, and you can see that there is this backpack there. The phone ringing is coming from the backpack. How quickly are you grabbing this thing?
And I kind of, for some reason, have a. I know what I'm supposed to do with this.
Yeah.
Well, then I think I would recognize that it's not dangerous. So yeah, I would probably just reach in and grab it.
And it explodes.
We talking Apple, Android?
The correct answer is an Android.
It is.
Fight
Ooh,
me.
can it be like one of those Windows phones? Those old Windows phones?
They had one for a
while. No, we're going with the Samsung Galaxy. Like
Okay.
it's a new phone. You could do shit on it. But it's a brand new phone. You've never seen one of these before, but it's like your fingers and your hands are just kind of like moving and like swiping at the screen. You know the passcode for some reason. Like you are just able to like kind of pick it up, and as you press enter and put it up towards your ear. That's just very quick. Hi. Who answered? Was it Coral? Was it Rose? I should probably say, my name is Caglio. I have been one of the people that were kind of helping you guys. They left me in charge, and I don't know why, but yeah. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Are you all right?
Who left you in charge? Where are we?
Oh, okay. So there is me. There is what did he go by? We know him as Aldevar. I believe you heard him as Charles. We had Tough and we had Headsman. We were the four uh gods from before that kind of had to help figure things out. But I left you the bag there. It's got a phone for everybody to try to help with coming into a new world, which must be very different, very strange. But I would have liked to have been there, but we had to kind of lock down the building. People were trying to find you guys because of Hermona, and we just kind of needed to figure things out. So we had to lock down, keep you guys safe. But it should be finished soon. Do you have any questions? Astral's gonna watch this and punch me for Caglio. I swear to God.
Why us? Why are you doing this to us?
With what happened in the tower, I mean, it wasn't fair, and we had a big argument, fight about it, but we kind of felt really bad about the whole situation in the sense of you didn't deserve a lot of that, and that's kind of one of the main reasons why we pulled you out and gave you this. But there's a couple of reasons behind it. The first reason is the reason we had the world of Valarian, where you guys are from, was because we were trying to find Hermona, and we did find her here. She is alive here. I'm sorry, don't get your hopes up. It's not good. There's a reason why she was not nice in the uh, in in the simulation. But we did feel bad. You guys went through a lot, and we kind of wanted to pull you out before everything got deleted. And then the second reason was that it made sense to bring the four of you into this world where everything's happening. You don't have to worry about like making another cycle. You don't have to worry about that stuff. Just live and don't get caught. Because Ramona's still watching and still looking,
When you
and
say deleted,
that's why we had to lock down.
what do you mean?
Yeah,
The world we're from
it doesn't
before.
exist. I mean, technically, it didn't exist, but
What do you
yeah,
created it?
we, yeah.
Okay. Well, you said you were.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
yes. Need to explain. You are probably wondering what is going on and what to do, and how you just knew how to pick up a phone. So, we made sure to keep your memories, so you remember everything that happened in the world. We would think that would be unfair if you didn't know anything. But we also gave a a small kind of moment in the data and in the code to give you guys memories of a modern civilian. This world is going to be very different from what you remember, and it would be a bit hard to push you out into the world or to make you understand something when I don't think there has been anything in this building that you have recognized so far. So don't question too much about what are you doing or why you do things or how you're doing something. These are just kind of memories and moments that we have given to you for, so you just know what you're doing. It would be unfair otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be the unfair part about all of this. That's yeah, fucking joke. Listen, don't ever call me or us. Stay the fuck away from us. We're done with gods and people playing God and people pretending they know what's best for other people. Especially when that involves deleting, as you say, an entire world of people.
As you're saying this, you are going to notice that the line cuts dead and all of the screens in front of you appear with this kind of semi-young, kind of like early 30s looking gentleman with this kind of like dark hair that kind of comes down. And you recognize them as Caglio. You recognize this person as who you were on the phone with. And as it kind of opens up on all the screens, you watch as their face starts to appear in anything that has a monitor. Val's screen, the monitor in her room shows Caglio's face, and then his face appears in the security footage camera. Coral, you're still in the hallway, kind of walking down. There's a couple of random monitors that appear with Caglio's face, who you recognize somehow. And Persephone, even as you're walking down and trying to figure things out, their face starts to appear on everything. And Caglio just kind of gives a little bit of a sigh and says, "Okay, look, I understand that
No, you
you're
couldn't
going
fucking
to
understand.
I understand that you feel a certain way, and it is completely valid to feel the way that you do. However, let's also be real and honest about this situation. We could have let you die as well, but
Like
we
you let the
didn't.
rest of them die.
So
Like you let
we could have
everyone
let you
else
die as
die.
well, but we didn't.
And what, we're
So
supposed to thank you for that?
how we're
We're supposed to
feeling
thank you for
about this
sparing us from your
situation
benevolent
is
genocide?
we decided that it would be best to essentially give you guys a second life in trying to find out where Homona was, which was your first plan. Obviously, she wasn't in that world, that was a simulation. But she is in this world and she's very real here. We're still trying to deal with that, but you know, we thought you'd want to have a quick look around or try to figure things out, and that would be interesting. But yeah, there should be everything that you would need. The phones are good for contact and communication, as well as there are kind of little updates that appear around the world that'll give you guys some information as you walk past. Should let you know that the city is split into quadrants. Each of these quadrants kind of holds somebody else of power. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do, really. It's you have the autonomy in that
Do
sense.
we? Oh, that's news to
But
me.
the way that we run things is we're off doing our own thing, obviously. We're making sure that things are still running and still safe and still aware. And yeah, we thought it would be a good thing. Oh, just one word of warning. This world is very different in the sense of you don't need to physically look at someone to harm them. Words can be very dangerous, and it would be not so much a bad thing, so to speak, but yeah. Do you know what a gun is? I'm sure you know what a gun is. We gave you that memory. They hurt quite a lot. Try not to get shot, but we locked down the building. It is free for your use. We won't be coming back. We needed to hide a little bit, but the building is yours. You can do with it what you wish. You can change things or do whatever you need. And yeah, it should still hold some of my magic in the place. So if you need to change something, it's quite simple. It's
I
quite
don't want
easy
any
to
part of
just
your magic.
shift. So yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. It'll be always happy to help. And if anything happens, just remember that there will always be someone there that can help you out.
Are you done? She's gonna cast Call Lightning in this room and just fry everything in this room. Like all of the
None of it
monitors.
works.
Say what?
None of it works.
Oh, I just thought I heard that I had autonomy, and now you're telling me that I can't even do my magic? God, you gods are so fucking two-faced. You do whatever you want and pretend like everybody should be thanking you for everything you do. When in reality, you don't give us our free will, do you? You manipulate us. You move us around like pawns on your fucking chessboard.
Carl, standing behind Rose, make me a perception check on the inside, or if you want to, make me an Arcana check.
I'll go perception. Yeah. 11.
An 11. So, as Rose cast Call Lightning, you notice that it was a very different cast to what we were used to. So, obviously, in the original, in the fantasy world, Call Lightning, you just call on it, throw out a lightning bolt. The difference with this one is Rose doesn't realize what she's done, but she pulls out a pistol and fires a bullet which shoots a lightning bolt towards the kind of monitor. As it hits the monitor, you watch it kind of disperse and then kind of be absorbed into the technology.
So is there a bullet as well as a lightning bolt, or is it just
the... So think of it like you fired the lightning out of the gun.
Yeah, okay. So there's no projectile. It's just the lightning. Okay.
Rose hasn't clicked into it, but having watched everything happen and with the gods before and all the shit that they've made you guys deal with in the past, it wouldn't be far-fetched for you to think that they would have like contingencies. They would have security plans in place because they would know that you guys weren't happy. So essentially they're like, this is an important room. This is like kind of the main hubs of technology for this place. They're gonna have ways to protect it.
I'm gonna look down.
Right.
Do I notice that I have like this weapon now?
Yes. You recognize it as kind of like a focus, so to speak. It is just a way to pinpoint spell casting in the modern world.
I drop it. I just let it clatter on the floor.
As you do, I want you to make me a technology roll.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
22.
As you let go of this gun and you drop it, as it hits the ground, your body starts to feel weak. It starts to feel slow. It starts to kind of wind down a little bit. You immediately recognize this same feeling as losing touch with your magic. In the world of Season 2 of Temptations, magic and spellcasting, your focus are guns. You fire them differently, you fire them as your spells. You can still have the kind of AoE effects are still like their own spells, but anything like Call Lightning, Firebolt, Fireball, like whatever those that are kind of like single target spells are fired through guns. You four, Killer, are the only ones in this world that can cast AoE magic.
I'm assuming
Everybody
we're in
else
America with all the guns. Specifically the South, since I felt physically ill once I was parted from said gun. So, I'm just going to look.
Oh no!
I'm going to look at this contraption in just disgust and then I'll scoot down and pick it up and put it away, and then just look back at this cocky asshole. I fucking hate you so much, and I'm just gonna leave, and I'm
Okay.
gonna go back to Val.
As you're leaving,
Coral,
Persephone's like,
Persephone.
"Who are you talking to?"
Some shithead.
Mm.
Ooh,
Coral, are you still
Yeah.
standing there?
yeah. I just listened to this whole tirade and the gun and the magic and everything, and yeah, I follow after Rose.
Okay. Persephone, what are you doing?
Same. I'm
Yeah.
also following.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, everybody's following, trying to find Val. We know where she is, duh. As we do, we're going to, because Killer is not here, and I do still want to do some more stuff, I do think that this was a good place to end this introductory session. So we're going to have session 1, and then with Killer next week, because Coral, we're losing you next session, I believe, unless we do the Wednesday. But the next session we will have Val, and that will be like a session 1.5 or 1.2 in the lead up to the next one. There are still a couple of new things to introduce into Season 2 of Temptations. 1, we have introduced the new skills. 2, your God-given gifts, the Dreamcatcher, your arm, Womanjacker's necklace, they are still going to be prevalent in this world. They have come with you. If we need to adjust or change anything, because I know that Rav, you're playing a different class or whatever, so if we need to change anything with the amulet, we can. Essentially, the example is that Coral is now a fighter instead of a paladin. So instead of the extra smite from the hand, he can now give himself advantage for free using superiority dice.
Oh,
So if we need to adjust anything, otherwise you will keep yours the same. But that is one of the big things. The second big thing, and this is something that I have been so excited about to do in this campaign. We are in a modern setting, and we are running levels different. We're not going to be gaining levels traditionally in the sense of after a milestone, after a battle. We're not going to be getting levels differently. You guys are going to be getting levels after every second session.
cool.
Okay? The way that we're doing that is because how are we going to run a bastion in a short form season? This tower, the tower you guys wake up in, is your bastion for this campaign.
I love those.
The bastion can be run and done however you want. I am changing a few things because
Look at
season
Rav
2
grabbing
was
the rule book.
yeah, he's like, how do I do this? No, things are going to be a little bit different. Bastions are supposed to be like things where you do like one action, like usually I think the book said like once a month or something, but obviously we're doing season 2, season 1 are usually like 10 to 15 episodes.
Sure.
So we need to find a way to shorten it down. I asked you guys, what would you guys do as a job in the modern day?
Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to remember what I
And we
said though.
had some good ones. I believe you said the florist.
I think I said florist. Yeah.
Ravnok, I believe you said that Persephone would be a librarian, I think. But that can change. I can't remember. Coral is a security guard, basically security working as ex-military. And the reason I'd ask that is because while I can't change the map, essentially what it's going to be is that each of these side rooms are your rooms in a bastion. So you'll have your floristry, you'll have your like security room, you'll be able to watch everything, do everything. These are how you're going to do your level ups as well as do the bastion actions. So what's going to happen is after every second session, you will gain a level up and you'll be able to gain a bastion action. Essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to tell me what is something that your character will do inside your safe haven, your bastion, and then we can give something to that. So, for example, if Rose says, okay, Rose is feeling a little bit stressed, Rose is feeling a little bit weird, I'm going to tend to my garden and make it feel a little bit more prominent. In that case, you might gain a +1 or a +2 to your nature skill. You might gain proficiency in poisons and healing. You might gain proficiency in potions, depending on how you act things, as well as a level up. That level up is still going to be able to use for feats or anything like that. These bashes are going to be separate. For example, Coral, you're a security guard. You might run surveillance on some things. You might look into a couple of things. You might Google some information on something. You could up your skills for perception and passive perception, or you could gain extra armor because you're trying on different armor types. Like you might have Kevlar instead of iron, so you might gain AC. So after every 2 sessions, we're going to end a little bit earlier, probably like 10-15 minutes earlier on the second sessions, and we're going to essentially say, this is our level up time. What are you doing in your safe room? What are you doing in your room? And then we're going to do it on the fly, what your bonus will be, depending on what you explain to me.
Cool.
So that's the mechanic, that's the caveat, that's the difference of season 2 of Temptations. Yeah.
Sorry, I was responding to
Fun.
someone in the chat.
All right.
That sounds cool. Did you make this map?
No. Okay, so a lot of the maps that we see for this one, I have found on Patreon is frag maps, I think.
Cool.
They run a lot of cyberpunk, a lot of like modern day maps, so you're probably going to see them a lot. So massive shout out to them. If you're looking for cyberpunk, check out frag
Yeah,
maps.
it's great.
This one I just found months ago, and I was like, this is literally how I pictured, like, when I did the after show with Lucas and Freya, that done Tough and Aldebar on that one. This is how I explained it in my head. Like, this is how I had it. So when I found it, I was like,
Yeah,
dibs.
it looks like it might have been made in like Incarnate, and I was going to ask because if we had like the source file, we could edit it as we build
No.
out.
I don't know. I did get an Incarnate membership, but I need to learn how to use that because I'm fucking dumb.
It's fun.
But yeah, so those are our big things. So level ups are going to be every second session, regardless of what happens. Every second session, you are going to be pulled into your bastion. You will do a bastion action. You will gain a level.
Does the next session count as a second session or half of this
No.
first session? Okay.
It is half of the first one because
Fair
we still
enough.
need to introduce Val.
Fair enough.
I'd already thought about that part.
That's why you
yeah.
called it
So
1.5.
when we do the next session on the YouTube, it needs to be 1.5.
We'll do. Okay. I can do that. 1 and 1.5.
But yeah, so the big change for this world is single target magic will be through your gun. Everybody will have a pistol. Yes, that is a Nozak reference. I can't help myself. But AoE magic, you guys are the only people in this world that can cast AoE magic.
I guess I have questions, but I'm not going to ask them because I don't think Rose would know them yet. So I'll just wait.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are our big things. New skills, new setting, new mechanics, new system. I'm
about to annoy the piss out of you with so many questions. You're not even ready.
Hit me.
I'm looking forward to playing a slightly darker Rose.
Yeah, this world is definitely not all sunshine and rainbows.
Neither was the last one, but this time she like hates.
True, the last one was pretty fucking dark as well. Yeah.
She's pissed, and she hates these gods. I know they're your other group, but she hates them all.
They are fully well aware. They are fully well aware, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. They're cool with it.
They hate. She hates
I would
them
probably
so much.
say I will ask them if very rarely I might sprinkle 1 or 2 in if we interact with them outside. But I've already said to them, because our group hates that group, maybe not, but I might get them to like record a voice message to play as well, because you guys have got phones. I'm still subjecting you to voicemails.
All right, I wonder if I can find the gods. All of the gods.
Okay.
Well, at least
thought we
I
were talking
do.
about people for like half a second. I zoned out for like 2 seconds reading
Well,
here, and then I
all of
came back in that we hate those people, and I was like,
well,
oh, okay.
all of the gods in this world are actually players from Psychic's offline campaign. So not
Well,
the
they suck.
players, but we hate
Oh, so
all of
they're
their
real people we hate. Okay.
yeah. We hate all of their
Yeah.
characters. So I don't have a voicemail, but I can do like printer. I have one of those.
You got a fax machine one?
No.
We ranted about printers last night.
we did. Okay, so oh wait, hold on. That was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Notification. Let me see if I can make it feel
Yeah,
louder.
do a notification sound.
Come on. That's a weird notification
I
sound.
like that.
Okay, so we are going to end it here because
yeah.
there's no Val. Is that what we're doing?
Okay. Yes, that's what we're going to do.
Perfect.
And the next one will probably be a little bit shorter as well because we will have no Coral. And then the episode 2 is when everything's going to start kicking off properly.
That reminds me, I meant to ask this earlier. So no Coral next time? I thought
it's actually either
maybe.
Well, it's if we do the normal night, it's no Ravnok.
Here's the thing. Don't change the time for me. Don't change the time for me. I don't want someone else missing so that I'm here.
Yeah.
Don't change the time just for me. But
one
I
or the
cannot be at
other.
the next one. It's going to be me.
Yeah.
It's going to be me that won't be there.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Fair enough. Oh, phew.
That worked Everyone
out.
can't move to Wednesday. We're just don't bother. Do it Thursday. Do it normal time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure how it worked. I just knew that. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna lose one of yours. I know.
That's fine. That's fine. We can roll with it. So check back here 2 weeks for the next Temptations. It's going to be a little light next week. I just realized we have to talk through the Golden Vault situation to figure out exactly what we're doing there. But the next big thing I want to make sure that everyone is reminded about is our Daggerheart campaign starting on the 25th. So that's not this Monday, but the Monday after. I think it's going to be great just because I think Daggerheart's a great system and the characters that these players have come up with. Definitely check that out. And check back here 2 weeks. We do this game every other week. Thursday, and then I will. They usually hit the YouTube a day or two later, unless it's like today and I forgot to do last night's Golden Vault because I had a big day. Okay, I forgot. I'll get it up as soon as I can. Other than that, though, we are back. Thank you, Psychic, for running another amazing game. I can't wait to explore this new world and see. Just see how Rose takes it. I don't think she's gonna be good. I don't think she's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I made a significant portion of the first episode back about vomiting on snack.
I just thought that was on brand for you.
I legitimately thought
that is on brand for me.
I legitimately thought that like it was something you and Psychic had discussed that maybe your character had because you had such a physical change. Because you had more of a physical change than anybody, that like it was taking more of a toll on you. So I like really thought something was going on there.
You should
just
know
thought about what I would do if I woke up after 3 weeks of
fair enough.
Go eat, and I would eat so much I'd probably puke. So
fair enough.
You should know me enough by now. I'm way too much of a yes and kind of guy.
Wow, it fits so well in my head canon. So I was just kind of yes-anding myself, I guess. Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I want to thank Ellie in the chat for being with us all night and for giving me a follow. That was great. Thank you.
We are about to do like a 24-hour Coral Island stream because multiplayer just dropped. So like, pray for us.
Good luck with that. Share the link in the Discord. By the way, we have a Discord if you want to hop in there and just keep chatting with us about stuff. And then we also got a Patreon you can join completely for free. If you want to get some more sneak peeks about the Legends of Elzoria, that's our Daggerheart campaign. We're posting some sneak peeks of the characters on there. We've got a weekly newsletter that I put out, and that's all for free. And then we do have some paid tiers with additional content if you want to, but you should join for free just to get the fun little sneak peeks. Other than that, though, my voice is about to give out. So I'm going to wrap it up here tonight, too. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in a couple days. Bye, everybody.
Bye.